everybody. It's Beth Maitland, the Drama Queen Bee, and I'm coming to you today without my film crew, so I'm trying to do a quick little introduction to a new tutorial I'm working on. And it will be a slideshow following this introduction that will take you through step by step with my narration the construction of an adorable baby quilt. It's a yummy, foggy day in the Central Coast, and you can't do much outside, so it's the perfect day to quilt. So let's get to it. I would like to highlight in this project a fabulous, adorable woodland fabric line by Birch Fabrics called Scamper, and it's designed by Rebecca Ginda. And it is darling little woodland creatures, squirrels and foxes, but you can use any fabric that you have on hand from your stash or any fabric that you happen to like. Now, in addition to highlighting the fabrics, I've also worked in some really cute machine embroidery, which is going to be my side strip element. This is for my grandnephew Sterling, and it's going to include colors and a print that's very, it's a print-on-print micro print, so it's very, very modest and it doesn't overpower the embroidery. And the embroidery is a similar complementary color thread to what's in my fabrics, which is this adorable quilt top, this adorable line that I mentioned, which is mushrooms and squirrels and nuts and snails and foxes and little raccoons. And then we take the center element in the log cabin block, in my case it's a rectangle, and we work our way around. These are ombre strips, which fade from, as you can see, from vibrant to lighter. And I think that they work great for this sort of a modern colorway, and perfect for a little boy. Not too fussy, not too girly, and yet still fun with little elements. He can lay and play on his little, or wrap himself in his little quilt and see all the cute little birds and woodland animals. So come with me and watch my slideshow. The narration will explain things. Let's get started and make this darling quilt. Oh, I want to show you that eventually this is going to be the side element with his name on it that's going to run down the side of the quilt top. You'll see in just a minute. Here we go. Okay, we have our beautiful fabrics laid out. These are pre-cuts. Our ombre strips are from a jelly roll, and the rectangles are going to come from fat quarters. We've selected two, the squirrels and the foxes, and we've just made miscellaneous rectangle shapes and sort of fussy cut them to add the ombre strips. The jelly rolls are 2.5 inches, so I've taken that and added a scant 1/4 inch seam around the very bottom edge of the rectangle. I've done gray on 2 sides and aqua or turquoise on the other 2 sides as I've gone in a clockwise fashion around the rectangle. And you can see that I have a 1/4 inch seam here. You can use the presser foot on your sewing machine to help you make a perfect measurement. And everybody's 1/4 inch seam is a slightly different measurement, but you need to be consistent no matter what you do. Either line it up with the edge of your presser foot or use a marking on the plate on the sewing machine base. But whatever you do, make sure it's consistent. And as you can see, you can make sure that you press with your iron in between each seam and that you trim evenly as you go in a clockwise manner around your rectangle. You can see here that we've pressed toward the strips. Oh, this is my little friend Haji, who is helping me cut out all of our next round of clockwise strips, which is out of a print fabric from our fat quarters. As you can see, I've chosen a gray print on the gray ombre sides, an aqua turquoise print on the aqua ombre sides, and then I've banded everything together with an orange print. The orange print will sort of circle everything and hold all of the sections together, all of our quilt blocks together to make a nice pop. And all these strips remain consistent 2.5 inches. Okay, check in with us for part 2 of Sterling's quilt for the machine quilting. Part 3 will show squaring and binding. This has been Beth Maitland, the Drama Queen Bee. Thank you so much for joining me for this tutorial. I hope you've had fun, and I hope you've made a beautiful quilt for someone you love. Check back real soon for the next tutorial. Plenty to do here at the Drama Queen Bee channel.